Cavs always come to play, especially at home. Lock in, MD.
Second round. Now things get interesting.
You know, it got out these days. We've been trying to find it.
I saw the picture. It's scary.
Sugar. Dude, come on, just wait, I promise. You get it.
Y'all are untouchable!
What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascot, Boondog, and the Cavalier girls?
The National Basketball Association and the Cleveland Cavaliers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to
the Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semis. Everything gets turned up a notch. Let's get to it here on 2K. You look at the Pistons, and you just wonder how exhausted they are at this stage, given how many games they played in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a test of their endurance and their focus. I really look for their bench to play a big part in tonight's game if they're to win.
A look at the Pistons starting group. They've got Cunningham, and it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to the bulldozer. Clock at 6. From the arc. And it's Cunningham missing. Here's Tyson. McDaniels covering. Mobley outside. The 3 is up. The rebound by Detroit, and they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Garland against Cunningham. Drops in the layup for 2.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. Driving in. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer.
Did the work to get inside, but still, you have to finish.
Here's Cunningham. Misses, and you know he wants that one back. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Garland for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And Garland can get going from deep, which is why you can't give him very much space.
Left side, McDaniels. Cunningham outside. Over Garland, and that one's good. Cunningham.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Pass to Tyson. Mitchell with the ball to the inside. Here's Garland. Tipped.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat.
For Detroit, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. That gives them the lead.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Claxton passes to Garland. That shot off the mark.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Here's the bulldozer. Guarded by Garland. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Gets the 3 to fall. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. And there's the rejection. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
There's a screen. Here's Crispy. No good on the triple. Cavaliers trail by 4. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Back to Garland. Shot to stop the run. Got a piece of it.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Tyson. Pass to Claxton. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Going inside. Rejected by Claxton. Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. Mobley, no good. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Thank you for that, Allie. Kuzma, that's good.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Pass to Clowney. Here's the bulldozer, driving inside, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Screen by Claxton. From deep, Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Detroit leading by 3. Deflected. Now here's Garland. Mobley outside. Pass to Claxton. Outside Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-pointer. And it's a tie ball game.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Here's the bulldozer. Outside McDaniels. Cunningham. Here's the bulldozer. Defended by Kuzma. Here's the bulldozer. Shot clock at 3. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The bulldozer's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Garland, the pass to Kuzma. Back to Garland. Over Cunningham. Garland, no good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to the bulldozer. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Detroit.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And here's Kuzma. Back to Garland. And he's going for the lob. Outside McDaniels. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Garland. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Garland's got 5 now.
That's his 2nd make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Detroit leading by 6. Here's the bulldozer. He's got 10. A minute 58 left in the first quarter of the game. Pure from three-point range. He's got 13.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Garland finds Kuzma. Outside Robinson. Five to shoot. Pass to Kuzma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Here's the bulldozer. An easy 2 on the layup. And now an 11-point Detroit lead.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Mobley deciding where to go with it. Mobley, a screen on McDaniels. Kuzma for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. Butler's checked in for Garland. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass on the layup.
The nice touch from the interior. Mobley looks very comfortable shooting from there.
The Pistons lead by 9. Pass to Ellis. Here's Collier. The 3. Offensive rebound. No good.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Left side Butler. Out to Mobley. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Mobley's got his second basket on the night.
Oh, Mobley. Okay, I see him showing off that shooting ability.
Williams passes to the bulldozer. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels from long range. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Wow, some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
And here is Kuzma. Mobley, a screen on McDaniels. Kuzma for 3. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
From deep three-point land. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Here's the bulldozer. He's got 15. Puts it up. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 8, Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Kyle Kuzma out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Tyson in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. The Pistons have got 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. Knocked away. Fast break, Cleveland. Here's Tyson. Finished off the break. Tyson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Sinks it from distance.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Tyson. Mitchell with the ball. The 3 is up. 3 ball! Donovan Mitchell!
Running the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
The Pistons lead by 4. Here's the bulldozer. 17 points in the game. Here's Christie. Pass to the bulldozer. 4 on the clock. A deep 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Garland, no good. For Detroit, they've gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Outside McDaniels. Here's the pick. Pass to the bulldozer. Back to Daniels. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. McDaniels got 8. Cavaliers trail by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the bulldozer in the last time out against the Hornets was outstanding. He finished with 30 points, and he also dominated the glass. No surprises there. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them to the end. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
1:10 left to play in the first half. Garland, the pass to Robinson. Now here's Kuzma. Screen by Robinson. The shot. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer. The bulldozer's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Christie passes to the bulldozer. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Garland. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the 3. Christie with a rebound.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's the bulldozer. 17 points in the game. 3-pointer off the mark.
In the first quarter, he was raining down 3s. That's not the case here in the second.
To the right side. With 4 on the clock. Outside Robinson. Fires the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yes. Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. Thanks for joining us.
And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Jaden McDaniels, and it's Christie in at the 2. Pass to Tyson. Now Mitchell. No one near him. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 8.
Guys, just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
The bulldozer passes to Cunningham. Here's the bulldozer. Back to Cunningham. Just 3 to shoot. And it's all from 3-point range.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
He drops it from range. 16 points for him.
And right now, Garland has it stuck on automatic. This man, he's getting whatever shot he wants.
Pass to the bulldozer. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Mitchell. Back to Garland from outside the arc. The rebound by Detroit. The Bulldozers got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. They get it back. Here's Cunningham. He's off on the layup.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Garland, no good. The Pistons lead by 4. Cunningham passes to the bulldozer. Launches it. Outside McDaniels. Cunningham outside. Second chance shot. Cunningham going to work inside.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
From deep, Mitchell. Cleveland again missing. Detroit is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. And here's Cunningham outside. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
For the Pistons, Williams is checked in for Clowney, and Ellis is subbed in for Christie. Here's Cunningham. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Dialed in, Cunningham. An innate ability to shoot.
Now Garland. 16 points for him. Takes a 3. The rebound by Detroit. The Bulldozers got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Low block shot. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mitchell with the ball. Give him 8 points now. To the paint. Some solid defense from Williams.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Pass to Cunningham. Takes the 3. Nice work beyond the arc by Cunningham.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. Inside, Claxton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
This is his first time. Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And here now, a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Cade Cunningham on top. Third is Donovan Mitchell.
Seems like these two can always find points, no matter what big game pressure they're playing under.
Screen by Robinson. The 3 from Mitchell. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now. Christie passes to the Bulldozer. Oh, Robinson with a block. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Number 47, JP Cardinal.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. The Bulldozer gets the bucket.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Butler finds Kuzma. And here's Mobley. Down low. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 22. Outside McDaniels. Pass to the Bulldozer. Out left to the wing. Here's Christie. And a miss there on the triple.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Cardinal, the pass to Butler. Kuzma outside. Looking to get it going. Rebound Detroit. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Detroit shooting about 40% so far in the third. drops in the three. Christie's got 17 points.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Kuzma outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And so it's Detroit, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Cardinal in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Pass to Clowney. Here's the bulldozer. Robinson defending. Here's the bulldozer. Here's Cunningham. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Robert Williams checked in for Clowney. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Christie. No good with the triple. Cavaliers trail by 13. Here he goes. Here's Tyson. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Cardinal. Kuzma with the ball. Here's Tyson. And it's rebounded by the bulldozer.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Blocked! About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And it's Cardinal missing. The Pistons lead by 13. Cunningham outside.
I love big guards, and Cunningham using the size to perfection.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Garland finds Kuzma.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
And that one misses.
Line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots. Mitchell Robinson.
And he sinks the second. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Cunningham against Kuzma. Pass to the bulldozer. Back to Cunningham. And there's the screen. It's stolen by Garland. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. The rebound by Detroit. The Bulldozers got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Cunningham. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Knocked loose. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one's on Darius Garland. Atkinson has called a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's the bulldozer, defended by Kuzma. Some solid defense from Claxton. Kuzma, the pass to Claxton. Shakes him. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Detroit leading by 16. Cunningham outside. Pass to Christie. Here's the bulldozer. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Hits the trifecta. Cunningham's got 26 points.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Garland looking around. Kuzma for three. That shot off.
He knocked down a three in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Evan Mobley. Donovan Mitchell.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Mobley up top. Claxton a screen on Kessler from deep. Mobley. Cleveland again missing.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Christie. Pass to the bulldozer. Now here's Cunningham. There's the screen. Knocks down the long J. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Mobley a screen on McDaniels. Outside Mitchell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Cunningham against Butler. The bulldozer. Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Butler passes to Claxton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
There's Cunningham with a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Claxton. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
Here's the bulldozer. Oh, and Mobley with the block. Out of bounds. Pistons ball. As Detroit keeps possession. And Cleveland making a change here. Garland's checked in.
Darius Garland.
Here's the bulldozer. Covered by Mobley. And again, no good by Detroit. Cavaliers trail by 15. Garland, the pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Fires, top of the key. And it's Cleveland with another.
Quick release jumper from Garland there, showing how fast he can get rid of it.
Here's Christie. And he drops it in from the low post. Christie's got 19 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Oh, there's the alley. Garland against Cunningham. The bulldozer passes to Christie. Connects from downtown. Christie's got 10 points in just the second half.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game. Ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Clowney, he's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Cunningham for three. Buries it from three. Cunningham's got 13 points in this quarter.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Tyson. Mobley on a screen. Three-pointer. The shot by Tyson, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Clowney, outside McDaniels. Here's the bulldozer. He's guarded by Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. The bulldozer passes to Cunningham. There's the three. Another three for Detroit.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Mobley, to the left side wing. Here's Claxton. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's the bulldozer. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Detroit, number 6.
And so he hits both. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Mobley, a screen on McDaniels. With the drive. Here's Tyson. To the inside. Here's Claxton. Misses off the left iron. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Over Garland. And that one's good. Cunningham's got 37.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the Pistons shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Pistons.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry the same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the bulldozer.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent and versatility shining through, but also just the sheer endurance. He went non-stop from the opening tip.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. The 3-ball. Christie with a rebound. And here's Cunningham. Pass to the bulldozer. Here's Christie. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one.
If they keep trying to blitz you, this is what's going to happen.